Hi everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to make this holiday pop-up shadow box card using the new Fireplace add-on for the shadow box die from Lawn Fawn. So this is the version of the card we're going to be making in today's video. So it has a little bit of a different mantelpiece there, just showing you that there are different ways to put this card together if you like, or different ways to decorate. So let's go ahead and start. So to get started, I cut 2 panels from the main shadow box die. These are the 2 pieces that you need to just create the structure of the box. And then I'm going to use a mini brick stencil that I have from MFT Stamps, and I'm going to take some fired brick distress ink and just stencil over these 2 panels so that it looks like we have a brick fireplace. And I've taped my stencil to the little die cut just so that it doesn't move around, so that I get a cleaner blend there. And then I'm just going to fold along the score lines on both of these panels. For one of the panels, I've used the fireplace cutout. So that's that little stitched outline of a fireplace that you see in this one piece I'm holding here. That does come from the Fireplace add-on. So that's something you'll need to make the little fireplace. And then I'm going to add some score tape to these little tabs here on the top of the die cut, and I'm just going to attach these pieces together. I'm only going to attach them together at this point so that it's just one long sheet of paper for now. And then once we decorate and assemble the rest of the fireplace, then we'll tape the whole thing up. Now these are the 2 internal pieces that we're going to use to attach our fireplace, as well as Santa's little legs that are like coming out of the chimney. So I'm just going to put score tape on those for now and set them aside. Now we're going to decorate our fireplace. So this is the little frame for our fireplace. This is from the Fireplace add-on. This is the mantle. This also is from the Fireplace add-on. Actually, all the dies you're going to see me use for the next couple of minutes are from this add-on. The only pieces that we need from the main shadow box die is the die that we use for the frame of the entire shadow box. Now, I cut out 2 of these little strands of garland using 2 different colors of green cardstock, and I'm just going to attach that to the top of our fireplace there. You could also attach it so that only the center part of the green is attached to the mantle, so you get a little bit of movement there. So I think for the second piece on the front, I only attached it in the center so that it can move around a little. And now I'm going to put the candy canes together. And there's a top piece and a bottom piece. The top piece will make the little stripes on the candy cane, so I use some white glitter cardstock for that and some red cardstock for the base. So you have these beautiful little striped candy canes. We also have holly berries, so I put those die cuts together by just gluing the little berries onto the holly. For these little stockings, there's a little slot where you can stick a candy cane in if you like, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to attach the little fluffy furry part to the stocking right on top of that. And we will hang our stocking by the chimney with care in just a second. Now we'll move on to assembling our fireplace. So I've just glued 1 log into the little fireplace holder. And now we have 2 pieces for the fires. And I'm just going to attach the smaller piece on top of the larger one. I used 2 different colored cardstocks for that. And then we're going to attach the fire to the back of the front log. And then we're going to take a second log and place that behind the fire, so it looks like the fire is like in the center of the 2 logs there. And I'm just going to place that just like that. You could also leave off that second log if you like. It's totally up to you. I'm just going to clean out any places where the glue got on the front of the little die cut. And now I'm going to attach our fireplace to the front of this little insert piece that I'll show you how to add in a second. And I'm just going to glue that right in the center. And then for this die cut where Santa's legs are going to hang down, I'm going to turn the die cut upside down. And I am going to attach the little furry parts of Santa's the bottom of his pant leg, and then we'll attach the boots as well. I think I was looking there to see if maybe I wanted to add another little rim to the boot, decided not to. And I'm just going to attach the boots right behind the legs there, just like that. And then we are going to add the legs to this insert piece in just a second, I guess. Now we're gonna just finish off the rest of the fireplace. So because this is gonna look like a 3D image, we're gonna have one side of the fireplace that is showing. So we're going to add the mantle to the top and then the little frame around the bottom. We don't need to do it on the other side of the fireplace, on the left side of the fireplace, because that is going to be stuck to our card base, and I'll show you that in a second. Now I'm going to decorate our mantle with our little candy cane and our holly and our little stocking. And I just think that is so cute. And then we'll put some cookies for Santa on the floor there. And that is from the Christmas Dream stamp set. We're also going to use a few other images from that stamp set as well to decorate our scene. And now to attach our fireplace. So I am going to attach the fireplace so that it is flush against the bottom edge of this card here and about 1/4 of an inch from the score line. And for the leg piece, I'm going to attach it so it's about 1/8 of an inch from the top of the card, and then about a good 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch from the score line. And then I'm going to attach the legs so it's on a little bit of a diagonal so you can see them when you close up the box. And maybe what I would do here is, if you want to follow this exactly, just take a screenshot when my hand is out of the way so you can see how I placed both of those die cuts, so you can follow that to get the same placement that I did here. And so I've arranged it so that the fireplace is a little bit in front of the legs. And then I'm just going to fold up the whole box. So now we're going to finally attach that other piece that we laid the score tape down before. And this looks good to me. So our little box is completed. And it is that easy. So one recommendation I have is leave the inside of the box. Use a light colored cardstock for that. Otherwise, it'll just look too dark. There's a lot of room inside the shadow box, so you do need a light backdrop, I found. Now for the card base. So what I did for the card base is I took a sheet of cardstock, and we're going to cut it by 11 inches by 2 3/4 inches. And then we're going to just fold it in half at the 5.5 inch mark, just like you would for an A2 size card. It's just going to be a little shorter. And this 2/3 of an inch height here is the same height of the shadow box. So that's going to allow us to have like a nice pop-up feature when we open up the card, which I'll show you in a second. So for the front of the scene, we're going to make it look like it's a rooftop with a chimney attached and then some Christmas lights. And then when you open up the card, you're going to see that great little pop-up fireplace. And then we're going to make a scene around the fireplace with some images from the Christmas Dream stamp set. So there's going to be a little doggy and a little cat kind of asleep on the floor in front of the fireplace, dreaming of all the presents that Santa is going to bring them. So we'll just finish up decorating the front of our card. And I'm using the holographic cardstock that Lawn Fawn just released for the lights here. And it's gonna, I just like the sparkly look that it gives. And it matches those little metallic polka dots of the sky as well, really, really well. And this roof scene is from a die set that Lawn Fawn released last Christmas. And I just found it goes really, really well with the fireplace add-on if you make a card like this, where you have the outside of the house and then the inside of the house on the inside of the card. So I'm going to apply the lights now to our little strand of lights. So I cut out 3 different colors of light bulbs in cilantro, mermaid, and raspberry. And I'm just going to attach them right on top. And then we can move on to finishing our card. So this card, it will take you a little bit of time to do. It's probably about an hour and a half, I'd say, of effort. So it's probably a half hour to die cut all the pieces and to cut out the little images and color the little images, and then maybe another hour to actually put everything together. There are 3 different phases to this card. So the first phase is putting together the fireplace insert. The second phase is where we are now, which is decorating the front of the card. And then the last phase is adding the rest of the scene to the inside of the card and adding a sentiment. So if you're pressed for time, maybe you can think of splitting up the work that way and just maybe work on the fireplace insert one day, the decorating the front of the card another day, and then finishing it all up on the inside another day. I'm adding some snowflakes from the this is from a new die set from Lawn Fawn this year. It is the Snow Globe add-on, Snow Globe shaker add-on, and they have 3 different sizes of snowflakes. So I cut them in some white glitter cardstock and then some of that holographic cardstock as well. And we're just going to make it look like it's a snowy eve. And that's it for the front of our card. No sentiment on the front. We'll add our sentiment to the inside. So I've cut for the wallpaper on the for this is going to be a living room. I use some of the Let It Shine 6x6 pattern paper for this, and I've cut it just so that it is and I let me see, how do I say this? I cut it out so that the parts of the card that are going to be uncovered by the fireplace have the wallpaper on it, and then I just left the bare cardstock for the spot where we're going to attach the fireplace. To attach the fireplace, you just attach that one crease to the center of the card. So I'm going to add score tape to 2 sides of the fireplace, so to the back of the fireplace. That's what I'm doing now, and I'm using score tape just because we want to make sure that we get a good, it's adhered very well to the back. And then we're just going to add some score tape to the other side, to the left side of the box. And I decorated the left side of the box. I had forgotten that it was going to be covered up by the inside of the card, so you don't have to decorate the left side of the fireplace because it's going to be hidden. And I'm going to add my score tape there as well. And those are going to be the only sections that are attached to the card base: the left side of the fireplace and then the back of the fireplace. And I'm going to start by adhering the back of the fireplace. And I'm just going to put it right at the crease at the center of the card. And then once I get that attached nice and it's positioned perfectly, then I can attach the side here. And I'm just going to lay the card flat, take off the score tape, and then just fold over. And it's that simple. And here it is. Here is our finished pop-up card. Now the last phase is we are going to decorate the inside. So I'm going to add a little floor here. So I use some wood crane cardstock. And I just use those mantle pieces from the fireplace, but we're just going to put them on the floor this time. I'm just making sure everything closes. This sentiment is from the Christmas Dreams stamp set, which is where I got the other images as well. It says, "May all your holiday dreams come true." And then we're going to add a little rug. And then we're going to put our little doggy on the rug here. And he is going to be dreaming of a bone that he is hoping that Santa will bring for him. So we're going to put that little dream bubble over his head. And then we're going to add the little kitty on the other side of the fireplace on a carpet as well. And our little kitty is going to be dreaming of a little fish from Santa. And I just love this scene. I just love thinking that there's a little kitty and a little doggy like asleep by the warmth of the fire, and there's Santa Claus about to make his entry to make these 2 little guys so happy with all their Christmas presents. And that is it. So that is our card, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give this card a try. It was a joy to make and so much fun to assemble and color in the little images and just make the scene come to life. And it'll definitely bring a smile to anyone that you send this to this Christmas time. Have a great day, and I will see you again soon in another video.